Do you feel the need to go in there, Omi?
Well,
We
leave
want
no
to
stone
hear
under.
the
You want to hear
tale
the
untold.
tale?
Leave no stone unturned in here,
Okay. I'll watch your
I'll
back.
go in and immediately move to the corner of the room just in case this thing does come to life, in case to give my allies room to move.
Sure, as you shimmy past it, it does not come to life. It just stands there. 4 arms, one broken and on the floor in front of the gargoyle, like I had shown you with the
Does
image.
it have a collar?
It does not have a collar. But as you're looking at it, you take a close look at this, all of the outstretched hands and stuff, and you notice that there is like a carved depression in each one of these hands. Like something would be able to be held there. You know what I mean? And it looks like, especially how the way that
like a G.I. Joe figure.
like a gem, not a G.I. Joe figure. I don't think
Okay.
I don't remember you guys having G.I. Joe figures on your character sheet, but it looks like it would be a gem. And even, you look at all 3 of the hands that are still on the gargoyle, and it looks like it would hold probably about 100 gold piece gem or so. It's about the size of a 100 gold piece gem. And I know different gems can be worth different money and different sizes, but yeah, it looks like you could just take gems or something or whatever.
You mean
but
the
it looks
size
like
of the gems that's on this collar that I have?
yeah, actually that's a pretty good assumption. That's a pretty fair assumption, Vay.
All right, well, let's put a pin in that. And let's take a
There's nothing else in the room. There's no frescoes on the wall. Like I said, this is actually a smaller room with a ceiling only of about 10 foot tall. And there, like I said, no frescoes, and it's just like a smooth stone masoned wall.
I wonder what would happen if you put it around its neck.
No, not
Don't
that.
wonder.
Not that. What about that?
She's a woman.
hand
She's
on
not
the-
giving up those gems. What are you talking about?
Well, what about the hand on the floor that's broken one? Does it have a gem slot? I can't hear you.
No, it does not. No, it doesn't have it doesn't have one.
So just the 3 hands that it has, 3 gem slots.
Correct. Yeah, and you kind of turn the hand over, you grab the hand, and it actually does. So yes, as you take the broken hand, and yeah, it has a slot as well. And the slot sort of, it has it's like how a gem has sides and shapes. That's what it looks like.
Okay.
The slot,
Okay.
that is.
So I guess you either put the gems in its hands or we don't. What do you think, Vay?
I think we have to do this because it said to hear a tale untold. I want to hear a tale untold, and then take the archway at the end. So I feel like I need to listen to this tale before we take that archway. It may have another clue.
All right, go ahead and do what you need to do, and I'll pull out a pair of spoons. I'm ready to cover you.
Well, see, here's what I want to do, Dave. Can I ready a spell?
Yeah, what do you want to ready?
Misty Step.
Sure.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa, spoilers with the cursing, but that's okay. I did it too. So, you can definitely ready a spell. Yeah, sure.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stand here close to the entrance. I'm gonna ready a Misty Step out to this room, and place the 4 gems. I'm gonna start with the broken hand first and see what's happening.
So you just basically start taking them out of the collar, right? And just placing. Okay. So when
Unless
you take
anybody else wants to, contribute.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll wait for anybody else to answer. I don't hear anybody answering though, but
I'll take the gems and put them in his hand. Because if he moves, I'm smacking him with a hammer. That's why I'm standing.
Well, I'll tell you what. You can try to smash. I'll put the gems in his hand. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Bane if it comes to life.
Okay, so you'll have that readied. I would imagine that Nothray would also like to ready a couple of a couple of attacks, or at least an attack. And Zero, I'm sure you probably want to ready something as well.
Yeah.
Lightning bolt or fireball. Or...
We'll go with magic missile.
Okay, sounds good. So as you guys prepare all your, you ready all your spells, get ready with your warhammers. You pull 4 gems off, and you put one of the gems in the hand that's broken, and you put 3 gems in the hands that are on the gargoyle, and the gargoyle doesn't move, just the hands. And when the hands move, it closes its hands, and you can just hear like glass shattering. And basically what happens is the gargoyle crushes these gems to like a powder, and then the hand just dumps the remains of the powder on the floor, and then they go back to their normal position. But hand number 4 that's broken on the floor does absolutely nothing. So that gem is still there. But 3 gems were crushed.
What the hell is this? Like a oversized nut crusher? Nutcracker? What do you call it?
The gem recycle.
It is, but
What about-
there's powder on the floor. Yeah.
How many gems did you have, Vay?
It has 10.
There's 10. There's 7 left, or
But they're
6
what?
left. Yeah.
These are sapphires, right?
They're like a blue quartz.
Blue quartz. Oh,
Yeah.
cheap ripoff.
Did the statue tell you anything, Vay?
It told me not to put my gems in his fucking hands. That's what it told me.
It crushed him, and then it, opened his hands back up, and then dumped the powder on the floor, and then
That
the
seemed like
claws
a very
went back.
accurate translation.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you need to put more gems in there. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if something was said in the previous whatchamacallit.
Yeah, I'm looking through the clues to see if it gives anything.
I love it.
These keys and those are most important of all, and beware of trembling hands and what will maul. That just tells me to stay away from this thing.
Yeah, go ahead and try it, Vay. If anything, it's only 1 gargoyle. We can handle it.
Try what? You mean the collar? Hello?
Yeah, I switched servers. Sorry.
Omi, what do you mean? Put the collar on it?
Yeah, you could try to put the collar around its neck and see if that does anything. Otherwise, maybe try more. Maybe it wants more gems.
Well, you put the collar on its neck and nothing happens. I'll save you the time of that. But yeah, nothing
Okay,
happens.
I'm assuming it wants all these gems out of the collar then, so I'm going to put 3 more gems in its hands.
Okay, it crushes 3 more, dumps the powder on. It crushes 3 more, and then you put the final one in there and it crushes it. Well, as it crushes that 10th and final gem, that same booming voice that you heard in the entryway to the Tomb of Horrors, you hear it again. And it says, "Your sacrifice was not in vain. Look to the 4th to find your gain."
Look in the 4th, the hand laying on the ground.
You see nothing in the hands of the 4th. Well, you see nothing in the 4th gargoyle hand that's broken.
Oh, I'm going to check out the stump then, I guess.
The stump, there's nothing on the stump as well. How do you check out the arm that's broken on the floor? How do you check it out?
Well, I mean, first looking at the palm, of course.
Yeah, you see nothing visibly in the palm. There's nothing there. Just the indentured, like a suppressed place to put like a gem.
Yeah. What I was gonna do though is pick up the arm,
Okay.
and I guess while I'm doing that, I'll check it out.
Sure. Give me a dexterity check as you pick up the hand.
Interesting.
And give me a you can give that to me with advantage because I'm sure you would probably be pretty careful with it.
Just a dex roll.
Yep, just a dexterity check. Yep. All right. So yeah, as you pick it up and you start to feel around, you can actually feel something in the palm of its hand. You can't see it, but you can feel something.
Ooh. Okay. I can feel it, but I can't see it.
Correct.
I let the other guys know what's happening. And
It's not very big. It's like the size of one of those gems. It's like maybe an inch by an inch.
Okay, well, I let my fingers move around until I get them around whatever I'm feeling. Or?
Sure, yeah, you can do that, and you can pick it up. It actually feels like a gem.
Ooh, is it like invisible?
It is. It is a gem that was invisible, but when you feel around, you pick it up, and then when you turn your hand over and open it up, there is a gem in your hand.
Cool. What
What?
is it?
It is it's just it's an oval shaped it looks like a diamond actually. It's see-through. It looks like an oval shaped diamond and it has two very flat polished sides and it's very clear. It looks beautiful. It looks like it's worth a lot of money and it has a 1 inch in diameter and a 1/4 inch thickness.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, the first thing I think about is it's see-through. I'm going to use it to look through.
Sure,
I'm gonna put it on like a Mr. Peanut monocle and
Sure,
start
you
looking at
you look at it, and as you're looking at it and kind of looking at everybody can see your eye just gets huge, like when you're looking through stuff like that. But it doesn't seem like it lets you see through invisibility or nothing upon touch, but it just has such a beautiful shape to it, and you can't see through any walls or nothing, or the ceiling or floor or nothing like that. But it looks quite valuable. It looks like it's probably going to be much more valuable than those 10 blue quartz stones that you just crushed.
Huh. So, guys, is this my tale untold?
I guess. But there was that voice too, so maybe that was the tale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he just said, sacrifice is not in vain, look to the forth to find your gain.
Yeah.
Can I
And you
see
did.
what you have there?
Yeah,
Can I see it?
yeah.
I'm going to take a look at it.
I said you can,
See if it's-
you can look at it.
Is it like a gem
You can
of-
hold it.
Is it like a gem that gives
Look, you don't
invisibility or something? I'll touch it and see if I turn invisible or something.
Yeah, you don't turn invisible when you touch it.
I'm not,
Guys,
I'm
I
not
think, hear me out. We take this to the archway and look through it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That probably wouldn't.
That's a great
Because the
idea.
mist is magical, right? Oh, we can also look at those other orbs with it, too. I want to look at the orbs.
No. Well, you reached inside of the orbs. You can still look at them with the gem, but you didn't find any items or anything inside. But that's a good idea, Vay. I'm gonna give you an inspiration for that idea, and I'm gonna let you give one inspiration to someone else. So you get 2 for that.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to Shen.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys
'Cause
can
when you
add
heal
that.
me later, use that inspiration.
Take this inspiration as payment for a heal later on.
Oh, just save that for me now.
I will give you a hamburger. Give me a hamburger today, and I will pay you on
Gladly pay
Tuesday.
you on Tuesday.
Yes.
Well, let's go check out these spheres in the other room then, Vey.
Okay, yeah, and that was the next step in the message. Take the archway to the end at the. But yeah, I do want to look at these orbs. I want to look at them through this gem.
As you do that, it doesn't look like anything is special about them. In fact, what it does is it kind of lets you see through the mist, and you can just see through the wall. And then when you go down to like the black orb and the red orb, you can see through the mist and you can see the passage. Is basically what happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty cool.
All right. Well, then the next thing I want to do then is head down to the end of the corridor and look through that mist.
Sure. Yeah. When you look through that misty archway, nothing happens. I mean, it is still, you can't see past it.
It's still misty.
Correct.
I
Yes.
still see the mist.
That is correct.
Okay.
And like I said, there's 3 different colored stones on there again, but they're different colors than the other ones. So at the left bottom is like an olive color. The bottom right is like a citron or orangish red, and at the top is the russet potato light.
Well, we were gonna do top to bottom, so we want to try out this next passageway.
Yeah, I'll crawl in. Make sure. I'll wait till someone's got a hold of the rope, though.
Okay, behind you with the rope.
Sure. Colonel Sander, what's up, man? I don't have any plans
I'll
to
crawl
do that now,
all the way down.
but if you would like to make him level
and,
1 to 20
looking-
and give them to
checking
me,
out the walls
I'll put
and
them on the
everything, make sure
site for
nothing's
you
going to give out
and give you
while I'm
credit for
going.
them.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
also
as
want to
you-
check the walls and stuff as I go.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing. It's very rough. It's like it's a hidden passage basically, and the passage turns to the south, and then
This one-
you can see that it turns to the west as well. And as it's turning, it's like descending down, and then you're actually going as it turns back the other way. It's descending down to where you're actually going under the 20-foot wide path of orbs in that path. So it's like you would be traveling under. You know, that's
Okay.
if you came here and then you go here. It's actually descending down. You know what I mean?
Okay. This one looks like it goes for a way, guys. You want to follow it, or do you want to check the other one first?
Well, I appreciate that, and I would love to get those up there. I just don't have the time
I'll
to do it.
continue along the passageway, checking everything carefully as I go.
All right, you guys are checking. You don't see anything, and you travel about another 20 feet, and it descends down. And let me use the uncover tool. And a path just keeps going and going and going, and I'll uncover the path for you as it just continues to descend deeper and deeper.
Okay, I keep following it.
Yeah, it actually goes for quite a ways.
Looks like we're wending.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
And as you look around that final corner, Omi Barton and Vey, you see that there is just a smooth stone wall there. It's like you've traveled all this way for nothing.
Okay, I've had enough of this place that I know there's got to be some kind of secret wall here or something.
Well, give me that check with it. And in fact, there's no need to do a check. I mean, you know that there's probably something there. Or, I mean, there are...
Also looking through my glass.
Okay, yeah, I will say that you do see an outline of a door if you look through the gem.
If you look through the gem?
Yeah, if you look through your gem that you just found.
Cool.
Because I just heard you say that you were looking through it, so
Yeah, yeah.
like the Monopoly guy. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
The gem, a fine secret door.
Yeah. And you fiddle with it, and you find a huge room, and this appears to be like a temple almost. And it's actually quite a large room. It's about 70 feet by 70 feet, it looks like. And it's obvious it's a temple area. That you guys can put that together. There are frescoes all on these walls. There is a path that goes between the benches. It looks like the scenes in the frescoes are painted with like a normal life. There's people, but it's weird because as you're looking at it, you're like, oh, this is cool. But then you notice all of the people in the frescoes, they have like rotting flesh, and like the flesh has fallen off of their hands. So they have like skeletal hands, and you can see worms eating them, crawling out of their eyes and their nose and their ears and every other orifice out of their body, and so forth.
You.
So yeah, there's all kinds of depicted various religious symbols, and being let's see, who's the cleric here? Shen, as you get inside, you can see that all of these different, and also Nothra as well. You can tell that these are symbols of like good alignment deities. And like I said, there's a painted mosaic path that's leading between 4 rows of wooden pews that's facing the worship area. And in front of the pews, in front of the 4 rows of pews, there is a wooden railing. And it's sort of like a wooden railing that's pretty much dividing the room. And then south of it is where the pews are facing, is an altar in front of a multi-tiered dais, and there is a very large wooden chair that's on this dais. Now I'm going to give you a picture. This is the old school art from the original module, and that's with the frescoes, the frescoes that have skeletal hands and flesh falling off. There's the pews, how they're decorated with skulls on the side. So it's kind of conflicting. You're like, okay, there's religious symbols of good deities on the walls, but yet these pews and stuff have, skulls and stuff on them. It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? And, and as you guys move a little bit further into the room, you guys notice that the chair is of a beautiful quality, and we'll put you guys up here as you guys can move in with no trouble at all. And there's also on either side of the dais, there's these beautiful large brass candelabras. And each one is holding 5 beautiful white candles, and that of course they're burning. And this is a dimly lit room. So, in each corner of the wall, there's also a large piece of white pottery, like a large white urn or an urn. Sorry, that was my hillbilly accent kicking in.
Urn.
That was yeah, and it's basically. It's beautiful white pottery, and then at the top there's like a lip of brass with like a big wooden plug in them. And then sprawled on the floor, because there is another one of these stone archways, and there's a skeleton. And this skeleton is definitely, you could definitely tell was a human, and it's in black chainmail. And the chainmail has been badly rusted and damaged, probably because it's been sitting here for a long time. And it's outstretched. I don't know, maybe. Its outstretched hand, as in the piece of art, points to the stone archway set into the wall. And the opening of this archway is filled with opaque, like bright orange vapors, which is different than the other 2 archways that you've seen already.
Yeah, what color was the mist in the other ones?
Just like a white.
Okay.
It was just like clouds, but it was just so thick you couldn't see through it.
Hey, Nathray, can you come up here and use that one funky sense you have to see if that skeleton's gonna come to life or something?
He's not in here,
Oh, he's gone? Okay.
so Dave will have to answer for him.
Oh yeah, and Shen, can you put the other back into the chat, please? The other account overlay.
Sure.
Thank you. So yeah,
How to do that.
yeah, no problem. I'll give you guys a little bit more. So we'll say that, seeing that you did ask Nothray to do that, he will cast his detect evil and good that he can do as a paladin, and she has this chilled look. Even though she is a drow, she just kind of looks back towards everybody, and she says, "This place has been consecrated." Even though it has depictions of good deities and stuff. But then again, it you can definitely put 2 and 2 together because of the flesh falling off of the humans and stuff. So yeah, this place has been consecrated, and this is definitely not a chapel of good. It is a chapel of evil. And, as you guys are going through the 2 rows of pews, you can see that all of the benches have hinged seats, so stuff would possibly, you could open the lids possibly.
FTC's back in general if you
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll pull.
Got it.
Oh, thank you, Vay. Appreciate it.
Omi will start looking at these pews, doing standard inspecting for traps and everything.
Sure,
Yeah,
you can
check
give
this
me.
out, I'll get this side.
Okay, give me an investigation check. And I'll say that Nothray goes up to the front. Much does Shen. Okay, and you're so lucky, Vay. So, yeah, as you're looking at these pews, these there's, let's see, the front row. You notice that the hinges on the front row are larger than the other hinges. So there looks like there would be a little bit more room, probably, to store stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and there is. I'll give you a little bit more information as well. The archway has that orangish mist, and you cannot see through it. I mean, you guys try shooting arrows like you did before, and nothing happens. However, that skeleton is pointing towards that entry point. The altar, where Shen and Nothray are, is basically, it's the beautiful centerpiece of the chapel, and it looks like it's a block of some type of strange material, and it has like this. As you get a little bit closer, you can see it has this like opalescent, very light opalescent blue sort of like glow coming from it, and you can actually see it on the map as well. And as Nothray has, cast Detect Good and Evil, and it lasts for a little while, this altar has been desecrated as well. And yeah, Nothray is just taken back by how much evil is in this altar. So Nothray, there's a couple of trinkets and whatnot up there. And Nothray goes and grabs one of the trinkets to look at it. And as Nothray picks up one of the trinkets, all of a sudden a bright flash of light happens, and a massive 10-foot wide column of lightning streaks down the center of the 2 aisles of pews. So it will hit both of you guys. So why don't you guys give me a couple of dexterity saving throws to try to dodge out of the way, and I will do one for a dexterity saving throw, that is. I'll do one for Nothra as well.
Me as well?
You as well. Yep. It streaks all the way down through the middle of the aisle and hits the wall in the very back. Okay, so I'm going to do a dexterity saving throw. And Vey, very nice. Shen and Nothray both fail. So if you could give me, what is the lightning bolt damage? Can you roll a lightning bolt damage just into the chat box for me, 010? And
Yeah.
we'll take the full brunt of it, you and I. And Vey, you'll take half damage seeing that you were successful.
Thank
Hold on.
So, all right.
Oh my god.
Oh, God. We'll take 29 damage apiece, Shen and I. So, wow. Yeah, Nothray is... Wow. Nothray is at 41 wounds now. She is in really bad shape. Shen, you're at 31 wounds,
Oh, God.
and you're not as in bad shape. And in Vey, you will take half of that, which will be a total of 14. So, did you add your wounds already, Vey?
Yep. Just to,
Okay, thank you.
Although I put 15 because I figured it was rounded.
Okay. So now, as this light bluish type of aura, and thank you for doing your damage, this bluish type of altar turns colors. It turns to another color. It turns to a reddish color now. And there, as the light happens, the flash happens, the lightning streaks down the center of the hallway. It engulfs all three of us, Vey, Nothray, and Shen. As your eyes come back to, and everybody's like blinded for a split second, now the altar is like a reddish color with reddish colored trinkets on the altar. And Nothray is, bleeding from the eyes and the ears and the mouth, and Nothray just kind of steps off to the side. And Nothray is, let's see, Nothray will use a healing potion if Nothray has one.
I'll use my ointment on me.
Okay. Oh, very nice. Thank you. There is a
His ointment.
nice ointment. There's a potion of greater healing in the party sheet. Do you mind if Nothray takes that?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I swear, guys, that wasn't me.
Thank you for the heal. And I will take that. Let's see. Yeah, I think Nothray will stay where she's at now, and then we'll come back to that. So, what else is everybody doing? I know Shen, you're just Shen. Is there anything that you would like to do, or Zero, or Vey?
Well, I'm going to check this hinge on this pew.
Sure. Well, yes.
Checking for traps or whatever.
Okay. So as you're picking up the hinge as part of your investigation check that you did, your 15, I'm also carrying that over to where as you start to lift up the seat, you can see that there's like a wire, and that automatically throws a red flag up to you. So you put the lid back down, and you barely saw the wire too. So yeah.
What are you looking at there, Vey?
Looking at problems. You want to solve some problems for this pew.
I got 99 problems in this room. Is all of them?
Yeah, there's got to be some goodies in here, I think, but I saw a tripwire as I lifted this.
Ooh, that's not good. I could try to disarm it. I've watched Darganath do this, but I haven't been trained like Darganath, so it's kind of risky.
You got 99 problems and a chapel is one, Shen?
Chapel is all of them.
Well, I'll wait right over here while you figured that out.
Why don't you guys stand back and I'll try to see what's wrong with
Maybe
this,
Shin
and
can give
I'll.
him a bless.
Yeah, I'll put some guidance on him.
All right. So why don't you give me that Thieves' Tools roll into the dice tower for me, Mr. Omi Barton, as you know, of course, Vey shows you where the wire would be, et cetera, et cetera. So let's see how you do with your Thieves' Tools.
Thieves tool roll.
You get a D4, 1d4 plus that.
Oh yeah, and I'll add a D4 on that here.
Okay. Very nice. Okay. You are a lucky son of a dog, man. Because it takes you about a minute for the. And which bench do you do actually? The bench on the left or the bench on the right?
The left one that Vey was looking at.
Okay, sounds good. So you spend about a minute, 2 minutes or so, and very gingerly you reroute those wires to where they will not set off. And what you do see is there are lines that are going down into the floor. So those trip lines do something, but you have no clue what. But you get it, and you get this altar. You will not the altar, but you get the seat lifted up, and you're expecting a bunch of worshiping books from deities and stuff, and our daily bread and all this other stuff. And guess what? There's nothing but a bunch of gold in them.
Nothing but gold.
Nothing. I had to lead you guys on. I had to hype it up and then pull the floor out from under you and then give it back to you. So yeah, there's looks like there's quite a bit of gold in these front pews, and it looks like there's probably 2,000 gold in this pew.
Oh wow, let's
That's
throw it all in
quite
the
a
bag
bit.
of holding.
Bingo.
All right. All right, so I'll put 2,000 gold in the party sheet.
So now I got 99 problems, and 42 of them are this temple.
Arv, thanks for the raid, buddy.
Do you
Good
guys
see you,
want to
man. We're
look at
playing
the
Tomb
rest?
of
Risk
Horrors.
looking at the rest of these pews, or do you want to call it good?
Welcome, Arvanauts.
You got to look at the one on the right.
Yeah, you would probably imagine that the same would probably be in effect for this pew. So, seeing that you've already done one pew, why don't you do another Thieves' Tools check with advantage, because you already know the mechanism of it. So give me
And guidance.
a roll with advantage, and you can roll a
Oh,
d4.
thank you.
And put them both in the tower for me, please, so I can blow everything up and kill everyone.
And
Just like you
don't
guys
forget
were
your
saying,
D4
he's
guidance.
trying to kill us. Oh, nice roll. Yeah, easily. Omi, you have really been paying attention to Darganoth, because you open up the second pew, and guess what? There's nothing but another couple thousand gold in this pew. So now you've got
Sweet.
4,000 gold in your bag of holding. And I've put that into the party sheet.
So I'll check the others too, guys.
Welcome, Arvanauts. And Greg, what's going
Now you're
on? I'll
getting
see you
greedy,
tomorrow
Yanyo.
for Masters of the Dungeon.
Well, do you want me to check the others, or you want to call it good?
You want to take your haul while you're ahead? Or, hey, I mean, there's lots of riches here in the Tomb of Horrors. But then again, of course, there's lots of traps and tricks as well.
Hey, let's check out this altar.
Well, didn't Nathray just do that, and you guys got blasted?
Well, it turned red, and
It is red now. It was blue, but it is red.
remember, guys, that the thing said. What was this? And but night's good colors for those of great valor. And the black orb is what's led us here. I want to check this throne, investigate it pretty well.
Well, it
And
says
power.
something. Oh, go ahead, Vey.
Yeah, just want to investigate this throne and the dais.
I want to find out what killed this guy over here laying on the floor pointing at the...
Oh, the archway with the orangish type of mist that's in it.
Yeah, what killed the dude laying on the floor pointing?
There's really no And give me you. And in fact, you use your medical skills, your medicine skills as well to try to ascertain if this this human was killed or whatnot. And the human's just dead. There's it doesn't show any kind of visible attacks or penetration through the black chainmail armor that it's wearing. The armor is rusted. I mean, it could be oiled. So, I mean, if you want to take the chainmail, that could be an option for you. But yeah, like I said, according to the chapel image here, that skeleton and the chainmail, which is in pretty rough shape, but like I said, it can be worked back up. It's pointing right towards that archway. Sort of like pointing to it, saying, "You need to go in there."
Yeah, go check that out. But I can't tell. He didn't have like a flail sticking out of the back of his skull or anything.
No. Your base medical knowledge would be able to ascertain. Yeah, he's got a flail sticking out of the skull. No, there's no visual signs of like combat, or there's no visual signs of death. To be honest.
Initial indications indicate he's dead.
You can definitely tell that he's not going to get up and start dancing or doing the jig or anything. So
See if he's breathing.
he is not breathing.
I'm
Nice.
investigating
Medical
this
opinion,
throne,
he's dead.
this throne in the dais area. I don't know if you heard. You might have been talking to chat or something.
The dais. Well, the dais has that chair on it, and it's a beautiful chair. It would probably be worth something, for sure. There is also, like I said, the altar that was blue is now red after you guys took the lightning bolt to the face.
You mean you?
Yeah, no, well, yeah, I had to do. I mean, Nothra's not here. I'm going to control Nothra. I'm going to grab something off that altar. But yeah, now that blue altar is now like a fiery red type of like a color, fiery red color. And then there's some trinkets of little devils and demons and stuff, sort of like Wizards of the Coast icons of the realms miniatures sitting on the altar also.
Is the chair on the dais human sized or smaller? Or
Oh, it would be a very comfortable chair for a medium-sized humanoid type of king or leader, and even a larger creature like a bugbear or something like that would fit in it quite easily as well.
While everyone's
Vizon, thanks for the follow, Vizon. Welcome. Thank you.
So I'm going to rest in the throne in this chair.
Sure. It's comfy. It's nice and padded, and you sit down in it, and nothing happens. It's really comfortable, and you're like, wow, I would love to take a long rest here.
Hey, Omi, will this chair fit in that bag you got yourself?
I don't know. It'd be a tight fit.
Oh, that's too
Omi's
bad.
gonna
Oh, yes, it
check out
would.
the candelabra and this other thing in the corner too. And I was looking at our list of clues, guys, and we still have this one clue that says the wise will not need sacrifice, aught but a loop of magical metal, and we have an altar here on which typically sacrifices are given.
Give me you know what? In fact, I'm going to tell you this, Vay. As you're getting nice and comfy in this chair and you're kicking your feet up and stuff, you notice that on the armrest there is a small, it looks like a coin slot.
don't put the quarter in it. The chair will vibrate.
Oh my god, if I had a coin right now.
And there's an inscription on the handle as well. It's on the right arm. So there's a coin slot, and above that there is a letter O that is faintly traced above the coin slot.
Oh, that looks like the shape of a ring. What
Possibly.
does the inscription say? Of the helm of comprehend languages.
It just it has a 0.
Oh, the inscription says 0.
Correct. That's all. Yeah. It's just the letter O that is above the coin slot.
Our clue said, if shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not need sacrifice aught but a loop of magical metal. You're well along your march.
Well, God, this is a shade of red, so who's
Good
got
job.
the ring? I mean, does this look like a ring would fit in this slot?
It does. Yeah, it's maybe about a half an inch or so wide. So yeah, it looks like a ring would fit in there.
Anyone have a ring they want to
Or a coin or something or anything.
tie a string on it first?
I have a ring, but want to put it in there is another thing, is another matter.
Yeah, tie a string to it.
Let's see if Nothrae's not here. Let's see if Nothrae has any rings. Or no, I'm just kidding. I
Shen's
wouldn't
got
do
a
that.
ring of water walking.
Yeah, we know
Ooh.
Nothrae'll do whatever.
Well, that's up to you guys. I mean,
I'll use my ring of water walking.
Yeah,
Right.
you're not gonna need it here.
Right.
Next room is a pile of water.
Yeah,
you
but
can always
I got,
buy another one
I got
too.
my crown of water breathing for the next room, so
Oh, okay.
then y'all have 99 problems and breathing would be one.
Right?
So yeah, I'll use my ring of water walking in the slot, the coin slot with the O.
Okay. So as you take your coin, your ring of water walking, you take it off. You're thinking, oh man, do I really want to do this? And then you put it into the dark coin slot, and all of a sudden you start to hear some clicking, maybe some wheels grinding with one another, and over here on the right-hand side, I am going to open up a portion of the wall that just magically slides open right here, and you can see that there is the wall just disappears, and you can see that there is a dark area that opens up. And with the light of the altar, you can see that there are a couple of stairs that look like they're descending down. And as you guys ponder on that, that's where we will end for tonight, and we will play again next Friday night at 10
one
p.m.
question, though.
Eastern. Yes.
Does the chair vibrate?
Does it? You tell me, Vade. Does it vibrate when the
Yes,
ring goes
it
into the coin
vibrates
slot?
so well.
Okay, then it vibrates.
Can I get my ring back?
Your
Later.
ring is gone, and you even tried to tie a string to it, and when you pull the string out, the ring is gone. So
Oh.
you will need to take that ring off of your character sheet.
Yep.
I'll help you buy a new ring, Shen.
So there's where we're going to end. So great game tonight. We got through a lot. Great game tonight. It was super fun. You guys are awesome, man.
Great game.
All right,
Yeah,
everybody.
thanks, Nothrae. We got through that pretty quickly.
So we'll continue on. So you guys are chugging along pretty good. We'll pick it up next week.
Nothrae uses.
Right. See ya.
All right, see you guys. Take it easy.
All right, so for future reference, I need to be tactically positioned.
I love
so
Shen.
that I can't eat a lightning bolt from zero.
Or anyone around them.
You were protected.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage.
Yeah. that was,
Yeah, it didn't hit me though. So, but that's twice that I've had a lightning bolt from Nothrae or zero.
Yeah. I think it's been more than that. I think it's been 3 or 4
Been more than
times.
that. It's probably at least 3. 4. Probably 4.
He hasn't killed me yet, so I'm good.
Aruda, thank you for the follow, Aruda. Well, it's been fun, guys. It was a
Yeah.
blast, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye-bye.